This is the 21st season of Bass Talk Live. BTL is presented by Bass Cat Boats, Strike King Lures, AFTCO, Pro Guide Batteries, Spro, Gamakatsu, The Bass Tank, Denali Rods, Beatdown Outdoors, and Sunline.
BTL coming at you.
Welcome to another exciting special edition of BTL Bass Talk Live, where we are going to talk about bass fishing. Thursday is usually reserved for day 4 with Frank SCALISH, and we just wrapped that up. However, there is a sliver of time before we get to the live coin flip to determine the use of forward-facing sonar on the Bassmaster Elite Series in 2026. Joining us for a little bit of analysis, let's bring in the one and only Frank SCALISH. Frank, how are you doing?
This is like deja vu all over again.
It is. Like I said, we just wrapped it up, Frank, after day 4, 215, also celebrating the merch drop, which is live. Frank SCALISH Signature Series merchandise and BTL limited edition merchandise. Stores open for 2 weeks. Click on the link in the YouTube description of this show, or go to Bass Zone or basstalklive.com. Click on the shop there. It's also a banner on the front there, so a lot of cool stuff available. But Frank, we are 22 minutes away from the coin flip that Bassmaster announced in their press release on September 2nd, where in 2026, half of the events will use forward-facing sonar, half of the events will not, and literally a coin flipped by either Davey Height, Tommy Sanders, or Mark Zona in 22 minutes will determine which of the events will and which of the events will not have forward-facing sonar. You've been doing this a long time, Frank. You ever seen anything like this in your life?
No. There's enough here. Okay. There's enough uncontrollable variables in the professional sport of bass fishing. And now they just added another one. I think in theory they could pick lakes that won't scope so good and put you on those, and they can pick lakes that will scope really good and put you on those. And I think by the lake choices, they can pretty much do what they got to do.
Yeah. Which is interesting, Frank, because they did that this past year. It was a 50-50 winner versus traditional fishing versus forward-facing sonar wins. Looking at the schedule next year, now this is me personally talking, it appears as though when they put the 2026 schedule together, they were planning on having a forward-facing transducer and forward-facing sonar for this entire schedule and planned for it. Lake Gunnersville, Lake Martin, then the Tom Bigby Waterway, the Arkansas River out of Muskogee, Lake Murray, Santee Cooper, the Pasquotank River and Albemarle Sound, and then Lake Champlain and the St. Lawrence River. So an outsider looking in would say, the Tom Bigby, the Arkansas River, Santee Cooper, Pasquotank. There's 9 events on the schedule. Those are 4 that, in all senses, are not going to be live scope dominated events. But that's not how things shook out. So they came out with the schedule, and then they came out, just on the 2nd with this coin flip thing.
Like here,
it's generating some interest.
Well, here, let me play the devil's advocate. So what if they do the coin toss and the Arkansas River, you're allowed to use live scope?
That is very much a possibility.
It will be negligible. Yes, live scope. Yes, live scope can help the conventional angler in huge ways without being traditionally live scoping. I fish it that way constantly. It's a huge advantage when you're conventionally fishing, because you could see the offshore stuff you're throwing at, or you could see the shallow rock piles. You can see the little mini drains going into pocket mouths, et cetera, without really chasing fish. It helps. But, man, I don't know. Like I said, part of the pure conventional stuff is exciting to me, but I still don't think you should limit what's available to the angler, because what are they going to do next? Go back to fiberglass rods?
We're not sure.
I
mentioned this, like Pandora's this is the first time I think we've seen someone try to put Pandora back in the box. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think we've ever seen anybody try it like this.
I don't think you can. I think you can limit it. And they could do it easily enough by coming out and saying these lakes will be scopable, these bodies of water will be non-scopable, and just call it like it is. I think the coin toss idea,
or let the schedule speak for itself.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the coin toss idea is, well, to be honest with you, it's a fantastic publicity stunt. I mean, to be brutally honest with you, they're going to have eyeballs all over that thing. It's going to be an absolute. They're going to see a huge uptick in viewers because of it. For this coin toss episode, they'll see a big uptick in viewers because of it, and then we're going to see how the season plays out. Mm-hmm. But this year there was some good footage. You could use scope in every tournament. There was some great conventional tournaments. There was great footage of it. It was exciting. I mean, I get for the viewer to watch a guy stare at his screen all day doing this is kind of boring, but I'll be honest with you, when I fished, we didn't have live scope, and I did this on my 2D sonar all day. So what's the difference? I mean, when I would go to the smallmouth lakes, I had my eyes glued to my 2D sonar, vertically drop shotting on smallmouth. And what's the difference? I wasn't casting to anything. Well, anything no one could see, but I was on 2D sonar doing it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you just limit it to a certain transducer type or whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm kind of on the teeter-totter.
That's fair. A couple things that I want the listeners and viewers of you guys to keep in mind. Like I said, this is a quick 20-minute preview. These are some things that haven't been talked about. And Frank, this might even surprise you a little bit. Literally, the video showed where they were going to flip the coin. They had the coin from that Tommy Sanders was holding. They're literally going to flip the coin. New Scientist, number of mathematics publications, scientific publications have come out saying that coin flips don't truly have a 50-50 chance of being heads or tails. Researchers who flipped a coin 350,557 times have confirmed that
I'd hate to have that job.
Have confirmed that the chance of landing the coin the same way up as it started is around 51%. So if you have two sides of a coin, this is a Bass Nation regional coin, and I start with this side up, 51% of the time, it's going to more likely land with that side up. It goes through all of it. Basically, that side up is actually in the air longer, a slight advantage over time. So while you are watching this, depending on who is flipping, is you need to notice what side of that coin is up when they flip it. Also, there is a proper way to flip a coin. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Okay,
I have to pull this up.
I'm going to learn something now on coin flipping.
So I would be very, very interested to see if they do it properly. So the first thing is the right coin has to have a balance on it. And if you're using a commemorative coin like Bassmaster is, I don't know how balanced that coin is. So the sides may be more likely to pop up, Frank, if you have an unbalanced coin.
So let me ask you a question. So in the NFL, is that why they let the coin bounce on the grass?
It is more likely to be a random outcome if the coin hits the ground, if it is flipped properly. Because there's a whole bunch of ways that you have to flip it properly. The coin should be held between the thumb and index finger. Your thumb should be facing up. The coin should be balanced on the tip of your thumb. This allows for better control during the flip. A quick snap of the thumb upwards while simultaneously flicking your wrist. The motion will propel the coin into the air, causing it to spin. In order for it to be a fair toss, Frank, the coin must spin 2 full rotations. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind the grip, the makeup of the coin, which direction the coin is sitting, as we're 12 minutes away from the flip here.
Okay.
And 2 full rotations.
Boy, 2 rotations doesn't seem like a lot.
This is what you mentioned. Decide whether you will catch the coin or let it fall. If catching, extend your hand with your palm up to receive it. There's nothing about slapping this crap on the back of your hand like you do. If landing, ensure it falls on a flat, smooth surface for a clear result.
Interesting. So are they going to have coin toss referees at this?
I don't know. Also, I learned that, like an official coin that you have to toss to make sure that coin is fair needs to have ridges in the edge of it. This Bassmaster coin does not. That actually originated back in the day when real gold and silver was used in coins, Frank. And there were individuals who would skim shavings off of the coins and actually got rich doing it. So they put the ridges on it, on the real precious metals, to ensure that there was no coin shaving.
Correct.
So it'll be interesting to see if the Bassmaster coin has ridges on it. You don't know if that coin has been altered or manipulated in any way unless those ridges are stamped on the side.
And you know what's funny? I did know that about shaving the coins in the old days. Just a small trivia fact. That's pretty wild. You got awful quiet on me, Matt.
Yeah.
I saw you blink, so I knew you weren't frozen in time.
No, I wasn't on that. It'll be very interesting. This kind of got me thinking of, other significant coin flips in history, as we're just 9 minutes away from the coin toss. And there's 4 pretty predominant coin flips that changed the course of history. Today, clearly joining them as a list to the 5th in Little Rock, Arkansas, on Bassmaster. The first one, do you have any guesses? Can you name any historic things in history that were decided on a coin flip, Frank?
No. I have some inappropriate joke I can make, though, but no.
Okay. A coin toss determined the name of Portland, Oregon.
Holy crap. What was the other name?
It says 2 New England natives who founded Portland, Oregon, called the Clearing Act at the time, both vie for the bragging rights of naming the area. Asa Lovejoy. Sounds like a porn star. And so does Francis Pettygrove.
What are their real names?
Split the site's land claim and settled on a decision with the coin toss. Pettygrove won the best 2 out of 3 coin toss in the parlor of Francis Ermitinger's house in Oregon City. Portland doesn't even say what the name of the other one was.
Okay, well, maybe they just don't even want to let it out.
Wilbur, the Wright brothers, coin toss decided the first flight.
Oh, no kidding. Who was going to go in the plane?
Wilbur bested his brother in the coin toss for the first crack at flying on December 14th, but in a twist of fate, Wilbur stalled the flyer on the first attempt. 3 days later, on Orville's attempt, he got it in the air. Wilbur won the coin toss fair and square, but the immortalized photograph shows him running alongside the plane that his brother was in because of a coin toss. This says a coin toss sealed Richie Valens' fate. Basically, he got on a plane, and he got on the plane because he tossed a coin and the plane didn't make it. And then also a coin toss decided Secretariat's owner.
Oh, no way. What, did they have equal bids on the horse?
The real story behind Secretariat starts in 1969. Racehorse Bold Ruler Phillips won and a real story behind Secretariat's 4 years before the horse galloped its way to the Triple Crown. Pensionary of Meadow Stable and blah, blah, blah. And Ogden Phipps. God, why can't people have normal names in this? Of Wheatley Stables flipped a coin for the first pick of 2 foals sired by a prominent racehorse Bold Ruler. Phillips won.
He got one horse. The other guy got the other horse.
Yeah, and picked a filly born of Bold Ruler and a mare named Hasty Matilda. That left Cherney with the yet unborn foal to Bold Ruler. That colt would be named Secretariat, and at 2 years old would win the Triple Crown.
Wow. Crazy. So coin tosses do work or don't work?
It just says that they do work. So, on Instagram, there it is. I was looking at it. There's Tommy Sanders. He's talking about how they're going to do the coin toss, how it's going to be live. It looks like there's a table.
Ooh, they're going to let it land on the blue spot on the table.
Yeah. Isn't Dominic the listener, the dude who won the
gift card?
Yeah,
Dominic Kavitz.
Yeah, Dominic, email me, matt@basszone.com. I have the $50 code for you. So there's the coin that they're going to use. So like I was trying to analyze that coin to see how fair it would be. I don't know who's going to flip it, how it's going to flip it. They're live right now, so we're going to log off on here, Frank. It's 20 minutes, but I wanted to get some of your take as we head over to Bass. Now, as a man of culture, let's say you wanted to enjoy a little late morning, early afternoon beverage along with the coin flip. What's your 12? I mean, is it a Clamato? Is it a screwdriver? Like, what are we coin flipping and sipping?
Coffee.
This has been another edition of BTL. After the coin flip, 11 a.m. Central Time, head over to Andrew Upshaw's channel, the Open Pros Pick'em guys, myself, Todd Castledine, Ish Monroe, Andrew Upshaw on there. Thanks for a little bonus work, Frank.
Easy peasy, man.
See ya.
Ah.